Hello everyone, Jojo here from Joyroute-jojo. Today we start a new video series on Copilot. In this particular video, we will understand what is Copilot, how it works, and what are the different versions of Copilot. All that we cover it in this particular video. If you are new to this channel, I request you all to please subscribe and support us. Alright, let's move on. What is Copilot and how it works? Well, basically Microsoft is referring to Copilot as a Microsoft solution or a brand for everything that they do. I repeat, for everything that they do that brings generative AI into Microsoft products or experience. Now, this is why there is something like 150 plus different Copilots. Because there are so many different Microsoft products like Windows PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, Excel, Teams, and so on. In a simple language, we shall say that Microsoft apply generative AI in almost all their products. If some products they have missed it out, don't worry, they will bring it very soon. Now here comes the real question. What is generative AI? You might have heard it a lot, but I doubt many people really understand what it means. Well, generative AI refers to the use of artificial intelligence to create new content like text, images, music, audio, and videos. Generative AI is powered by what are called foundation models or large AI, large artificial intelligence models that can multitask and perform out-of-the-box tasks, including summarizing data, Q&A classifications, and a whole lot more, and with some minimal training. So foundation models like generative AI can be adapted for targeted use cases with really very little example of data. When you hear the term generative AI, it is basically we are talking about the ability to create some sort of content. The content can be like text, music, video, images, or anything, you name it. So basically generative AI can create content. So basically generative AI can create content. So how this generative AI works? Generative AI works by using machine learning models. Basically machine learning is used to take a set of data. It takes a set of data and try to understand the patterns, relationship, cause and effect, all sort of analysis on that data. Okay, so generative AI work by using machine learning model, huge models, because it works on huge volume of text to learn and understand the pattern and relationship in that data. It analyzes the huge data and then use that knowledge to generate new content. Now the most common way to train the generative AI model is to use what's called supervised learning. In much more details we look into the coming videos. The motive of these videos to give an overall idea about what is Copilot and what is generative AI and how it works. Now we will see what are the different versions of Copilot. We have discussed that Microsoft has applied generative AI in almost all their products, which means that means there are 150 plus Copilot, because they have applied the Copilot or generative AI in almost all their products. So there can be different classification for Copilot. We have considered these three, like Copilot Free, Copilot Pro, and Copilot for Microsoft 365. Firstly, Microsoft has something called a Copilot, which is free service. It is used to be called Bing Chat. The idea here is you get access to really good chatbot in Windows and in Edge. It's free and it is meant for individuals. It actually uses the standard GPT-4 model This is the same model that ChatGPT uses. Another benefit here is you get the web grounding, which means when you search some data, it actually search the web. It actually search in the web when answering to that question. So these are the advantages of Copilot free. When you talk about the limitation, there are restriction through on how often or how much you can use GPT-4. So I can show you how the Copilot free version looks like in the Windows and in Edge browser. So if you have updated your Windows 11, in my case, I can just show you. See, if your Windows is up to date and if it is Windows 11, Copilot automatically start displaying here. A preview version of Copilot will be displayed in the taskbar. In case if it is not displaying, go to personalization and go to taskbar, and here it may be off. You can turn it on. So this is the way how it looks like in the Windows. I can click on that, and a chatbot will appear here in the Windows itself. Now if you go to the browser, it automatically displays here. You click on that, you get the same Copilot in the Edge browser. So this is the look and feel of free Copilot in our Windows 11 and in the Edge browser. Now we move to the second version, which is Copilot Pro. So in Copilot Pro, you get everything that is in Copilot free version. Plus you get some priority model access. So priority model means you get priority when you use Copilot. When there is a huge data traffic, then the first priority will be given to the Copilot Pro. Only then, after that, only the other Copilot users will get the priority. And in some cases, you may have to use GPT 3.5 or even. And Copilot Pro, it is again, it's a paid version and it is costly. Integrated in standard office tools like Word, Excel, PPT, and etc. Which means it does not just mean that there is a chatbot inside these tools. No, it's not something like that. There is a artificial intelligence. That means that AI inside artificial intelligence inside these tools, and it can do a lot of things with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. For example, you have a Word file which is 100-page length, and you do not have time to read from the first page till the last page, and you want to know what is the summarize, what is the exact content. So if you want to know that, you can just ask the Copilot, Word Copilot. So it will summarize into 1 or 2 paragraph, and you can understand what that 100-page lengthy Word file is trying to talk to you. And when it comes to Outlook, you can use Copilot Pro to write emails for you in Outlook. You can ask Copilot to write emails, or you can ask what was the last discussion, what is the last mail I received from this person, and all those details you can ask to Copilot, and it will provide you some data. And the third feature is that make your own using Copilot GPT Builder. And one more thing, Copilot Pro, it is for the individuals again. It's not for the business purpose, it's for the home use. And here comes the third one, which is Copilot for Microsoft 365, which is very expensive, and this is for the business purpose. So here you get everything what the Copilot Pro provides us. Along with that, you get Copilot in Teams, grounded with data from Graph, enterprise data security, make your own using Copilot Studio in the Copilot, plus these additional features you get it. When it comes to Copilot Teams, if after conducting a Teams session, you can ask Copilot to give you the agenda of the meeting and what was the discussion is all about. So all that data Copilot will provide you. And this is our entire video series, Copilot for Microsoft 365. So hereafter we will make videos on Copilot for Microsoft 365. These two are ruled out here. This is no more in our discussion. So we are focusing on this area, Copilot for Microsoft 365. I do have the license, so in the coming videos we will be creating videos one by one. We'll start from Word, Excel, and everything how a Copilot can help us to simplify our day-to-day task. Let's talk about the idea behind Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365. Again, that is the version of Copilot that we will be going through. So this entire tutorial series on focusing on Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365. All right. It first starts off with a very powerful large language model. A large language model have the ability to understand nuanced text and provide you with an output. The best example of this is the most popular is ChatGPT. But there are many other chatbots like Google have Bard or Gemini, Facebook or Meta, and so on. The one thing to remember here with large language model is that they can become very powerful based on the model you are using. For example, ChatGPT 4 is very powerful. It's almost the point that where you cannot distinguish between a human answer and a GPT answer. Microsoft Copilot uses this GPT-4. The nice thing is that Microsoft has a partnership with OpenAI, which means that whenever OpenAI, the makers behind ChatGPT and GPT-4, whenever they release a new model, Microsoft will likely to integrate that to Copilot, which is very, very exciting. Next is you have a lot of rich data in your emails, files, meetings and chats. And Microsoft called your Microsoft Graph. Think about something which is related to your work environment. In your work environment, you have a lot of emails, files, you conduct a lot of meetings and chats. Your files may be placed in the OneDrive. So all this data available in your work environment. For example, let's consider you're working on a project that to expand your coffee product to Europe. So we are taking a scenario. You have a project that expand your coffee product to Europe. So on top of that, so on later to that, you might have sent a lot of mails to the clients and clients might have sent the mails back to you. You may be having a presentation related to this project. You might have conducted a lot of meetings for this expansion of your coffee product. And there can be a lot of chats. And even you may be having n number of files related to this expanding your coffee product to Europe. Related to that, you may be having n number of files and that may be saved in the OneDrive. You have all these data. So the idea behind Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365 is to combine all these three things together into a very, very powerful productivity machine. The idea here is to integrate a very large language model on the top, which means on the top of your emails, files, meetings, chats, you have a very large language model, which is a Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365. So that sits on the top of your data and that is aware of your data, that within your emails, files, meetings, chats and so on. So whatever chat you make related to this project and whatever meetings you have, on top of this you have this Microsoft Copilot and it's aware of your data. So what happened, the Microsoft Copilot is basically to integrate all these three things together to make you more productive. Microsoft Copilot or this very large language model sits on top of your data and it is aware of your data and it can integrate all these and give you make you more productive. So let's take an example. In a previous scenario where we use only ChatGPT 4 or ChatGPT, you want to reply to an email and you want to use GPT help for that. There is no Copilot on top of your data. We have only ChatGPT. So in that scenario, you want to send a reply to an email. That's an ask to do something, or you want to basically not to attend or join to that meeting and skip it for the time being. In that mail, you want to tell to that person, I am not attending this meeting for the time being, and I will skip for this meeting for the time being, and please let me know what is the outcome of that meeting. In such scenario, when you use ChatGPT, you copy that mail from the person and put it in the ChatGPT and ask for a reward. And but in that case, you will have to iterate ChatGPT saying that this is my manager and it should be a formal mail and it should be short. So all these details you have to inform ChatGPT to get a response from them, to get a proper response from ChatGPT. And even the first response from the ChatGPT may not be, probably not that good, so you will need to refine it and then we'll copy and paste back to Outlook. So when it comes to, so this is the previous scenario where we have only ChatGPT 4. When it comes to Copilot, all you need to do is, when you have a Outlook open, you click a reply and then click Copilot, and just to tell Copilot, tell this person that I will skip and tell me what happened afterwards because I don't want to join this meeting. So if you tell this to Copilot, what Copilot will do, it will find out the all email thread and look at your conversation, what you have communicated to that person previously, and create a reply, a proper reply for based on that context. Additionally, you can also say things like, there is a document in this drive. You have to summarize that document related to this project. So you take that documents as a reference. So what happens, before reverting to that email, Copilot will read that document. It will then give you a reply based on the context of email thread. What's so amazing is that you can iterate as well within Copilot. You can ask for longer response. You can add things to response or remove things and so on and so forth. It is optimized for Outlook that just make your workflow so much faster. Obviously, using ChatGPT itself is a game changer, but having ChatGPT on top of your data, that it's aware of your data and in place that you work with regularly, is the game changer. That is the idea behind Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365. And that is basically the best way I can think of to describe what is Microsoft is going for with its Copilot technology. Awesome. Let's start with Copilot for Microsoft 365 licensing and pricing. Let's search it in the Google for the pricing and licensing for Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365. So once you search it, you get all these sites. So we click on the second one, Copilot for Microsoft 365, which land on this particular page where it shows the pricing and other licensing details. It costs $30 per user per month, and it's an annual commitment. And once you purchase it, you get Copilot integrated with Teams, Word, Outlook, PowerPoint, Excel, Edge for Business, and other Microsoft 365 apps. And you get AI powered chat with Microsoft Copilot. You can create plugin to your data and automation using Copilot Studio, and all these features you get once you purchase Copilot for Microsoft 365. And you should think it's an annual commitment. And the third thing, it is required any of these licensing to purchase Copilot. To be much more clear, a product license for Microsoft 365 Business Standard or Business Premium or E3, E5 is required to purchase Copilot for Microsoft 365. Or you can go with Office 365 E3 or E5. So any of these licensing is required to purchase Copilot for Microsoft 365. Now we will just check frequently asked questions related to Microsoft Copilot. What are the eligibility or prerequisites for Copilot for Microsoft 365? To eligible, enterprise customers must have a license for Microsoft 365 E3, E5, Office 365 E3 or Office 365 E5. If we come down, what are included in Copilot for Microsoft 365? So it includes access to the Microsoft Copilot and integration with the Copilot in Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Teams, Loop, Edge for Business, and other Microsoft 365 apps. Is Copilot for Microsoft 365 available worldwide? Copilot is generally available for purchase worldwide in public clouds. We are currently working on our timelines for Norwegian clouds. So this is a response from the official Microsoft page. Which language does Copilot for Microsoft 365 support? So as of now, Copilot support only English, which is US, Great Britain, Australian, Canadian, and Indian. Then Spanish, Japanese, French, German, Portuguese, Italian, and Chinese simplified. Only these languages Microsoft 365 support as of now. And you should read this. Microsoft Copilot in Excel is currently only support English. So if we are talking about Excel, integrating Copilot with Excel, it work only on English language. And that Microsoft is working on that very soon. In the first half of 2024 itself, they will add the other languages like Arabic, Chinese traditional, Dutch, and you can blah blah blah. You can see, you can read it like Russian, Swedish, and all these languages. They will be adding it very soon. Is there a trial version for Copilot for Microsoft 365? No, there is no trial version as of now for Copilot for Microsoft 365. All these frequently asked questions, you can find it from this page, and you get an idea on it. All right, so let's move on. All right, so we have covered this licensing and pricing. Now we move on to environment setup onboard my Copilot for Microsoft 365. All right, we have purchased the Copilot for Microsoft 365. What is next? It should be visible on all the applications of Microsoft 365 like Word, Excel, Outlook, Teams, and all the Microsoft 365 applications. In this video, we are focusing on Microsoft Word. So I have opened a Word file over here, and you could see the Copilot symbol in the top bar in the ribbon, and one other symbol in the document itself. So this should be visible in the ribbon and in the document, and it should be clickable. There are certain situations the Copilot symbol is grayed out here, or it is not there at all. So these issues may occur. So how we can troubleshoot when it's grayed out or the symbol itself is not there? Let's see that, how we can troubleshoot. The first thing, you have to make sure that you are logged into the proper account, that you have purchased the Copilot license. So first thing, make sure you logged in with the right account. I know that sounds stupid, but that is usually the issue. And you can verify it with the web versions. You can just log into the browser to the Microsoft 365 account that you have purchased. And you can verify the web applications. You can open a Word in the web and check whether you are able to see the Copilot symbol there in the web application, and even a Copilot symbol in the document there in the web application. If it is visible there, then you can make sure there is no licensing related issues. It is an issue with your desktop application. Even the web versions of Microsoft 365 application, if the Copilot symbol is not visible there, then it could be an issue related to your purchasing. That should be a separate issue. You can raise a ticket with Microsoft and deal it separately. But in a scenario that it is visible there in the web versions of Microsoft 365 application, but not in your desktop version of Microsoft 365 application, that could be an issue related to license is not updated to your desktop applications. So what you can do, you can log off from here and log in again once or twice, then it may get updated to your desktop application. If not, you can go to File, go on Account, click on Account, and click on Update Now and Update License. So once you do this, it should be visible. Copilot symbol should be visible here, and it will be clickable. The final thing to note, whatever document you open up, it need to be saved in the same environment of the account where you have Copilot purchased. It need to be saved in the OneDrive folder of that account. If I just save it on my personal desktop, sometime Microsoft doesn't like that and it shade out the Copilot and you cannot click on it. Another way to see this Copilot symbol, you save this document and you enable the autosave. If you are able to turn on autosave onto your OneDrive, then you should be able to see Copilot as well. So these are the troubleshooting that you can make sure Copilot symbol is visible and clickable. Alright, so far in this video we have covered Copilot for Microsoft 365 licensing and pricing. And after purchasing of the licensing, how it visible on your Microsoft 365 applications. In case if it is not visible there, what all troubleshooting you can make it and how you can bring the Copilot on your Microsoft 365 applications. So all these we have covered so far in this video. Now we will go ahead with a live demo. We will draft a Word document with the help of Microsoft 365. Alright, to do that, we will open a Word file and we will ask the Copilot to draft a document for us. We will ask to write a job posting for Microsoft Technical Consultant. Microsoft Technical Consultant. It is good to give as much as information related to the post, like how many years experience he required, or what all certification he should have. So these information you can provide here. Then the document which Copilot generate for us will be more accurate to our requirement. So anyway, I'm not giving any other information. We will refine it later. So first thing, I'm going to generate and click on generate. So it is creating a draft as of now, pulling things together. So let's see what that document Copilot gives to us. See. As I have not given any information related to my company and how many years of experience that person should have, I have not given any information so far. So but it has given a general one, like it should have 3 years experience. It should have at least 3 years experience in working Microsoft technologies and all that. That's the document we have given. So we are going to make certain changes here, saying that my company name is Joyroute-jojo and I required 10 years experience for the technical consultant. Now let's see how it refine this document. Now it is refining this draft. It will make the necessary changes on this document and will share us back. See, we are Joyroute-jojo. Now they have given the company name here, saying that we are Joyroute-jojo, a leading IT consulting firm that specializes on Microsoft technologies. And you should have at least 10 years experience in working Microsoft technologies such as Azure, Office 365, Dynamics 365, Power Platform, etc. If you want to make again changes, you can say it here. You can refine it again, like it required, the technical consultant should required AC 104 certification, AC 500 certification. So you can say that here again here and refine this document accordingly. So that's a live demo we have seen right now. Copilot has got very helpful and magical offerings to simplify our day-to-day work with Microsoft 365 applications. Let's see what are those magical offerings with Microsoft Word document. So we'll start from the beginning. We will open a Word document. Let's open a Word document. So we'll ask Copilot to draft a Word document for the post of Microsoft consultant. So we will type generate a job post for the Microsoft technical consultant with 10 years experience in Azure and Microsoft 365. So let Copilot generate a draft for us. All right. All right. So it has provided the document here for us. Now we can refine this document. If we want some changes to this document, we can refine it. The job description, I want it as a paragraph, not as a bullet points. So we will mention that and we'll refine this document again. So let's type I need job description in a paragraph. All right. So it is refining this document again, making the changes. See. All right. Now the document that is drafted by Copilot, if you want to make some changes on a specific area, if you are not okay with any specific area or any specific paragraphs, you can ask Copilot to change it, to refine that. For that, what you have to do, you'll have to select that area. For example, in our case, we are selecting the job description, which is given by Copilot. If we are not okay with that, you want to make some changes on that, select that area and click on this Copilot symbol. And here there is an option to rewrite with Copilot. So let us rewrite it with the Copilot. So it's making changes here. It is rewrite and given to us. And we have 3 different ways. You can select the second one and third one. Here, if you click on this toggle symbol, here you have an option to change the tone. If you want to be a neutral or professional, or if you want a casual job description, you can ask the Copilot to create a casual job description. Let's select casual and ask Copilot to regenerate it. Instead of keeping our job description more professional, we want to keep it as casual. So let's see what Copilot offers to us. So now a casual rewrite of your text. As a Microsoft technical consultant, you will help of clients to use different Microsoft technology like Azure, Microsoft. So it has given us a casual job description. And again, we have different options here. 3 different options they have shared to us. And if you want to make it as imaginative or professional, neutral, you can replace it accordingly. Now it has got certain limitation. It works only on paragraphs. If you want to recreate the tone, you can create it only on the paragraph. For example, if you want to do the same for this job requirement, we are selecting these bullet points and ask to rewrite it. See here, you do not have an options like please select only plain text paragraph, as Copilot currently does not support tables or other non-text elements. So whatever you have done with this plain paragraph, you cannot do with this a table or a bullet points. So this is a limitation from Microsoft Copilot. There might not be a limitation afterwards because Microsoft's continuously improving it. So there might be things that change. But as of now, it works only on plain text. Now let's consider another scenario. We want to submit a proposal to the client. This will be helpful for the sales, marketing and back office workers. Proposal can be according to your business. If your business related to coffee shop or tourism or whatever is your topic, you want to prepare, whatever is your business, you want to prepare a proposal and submit to your client. So Copilot will help you to do that. If you take some examples, if your business is if you are on IT infrastructure and you want to implement Azure Virtual Desktop to the client, and you want to submit a proposal to that, you can ask Copilot to create it. In this example, I'm asking Copilot to write a proposal for me to expand my YouTube channel. I have written my channel name is Joyroute-jojo. Proposal should be different methods to promote my videos. So it is good to give as much as information possible to Copilot. So it will provide you more precise and accurate data that relevant to you. Ask Copilot to create a proposal for me to expand my YouTube channel. Click on the Copilot symbol here and I just copy that here. Write a proposal for me to expand my YouTube channel. My channel name is Joyroute-jojo. Proposal should be different methods to promote my video. Let's see how Copilot create a proposal for me. Okay, it's giving me an introduction, objectives, methods. However you required your proposal, you can ask Copilot to create it for you. So you can give such instructions here. So Copilot will create the proposal for you. All right, let's move on. So as I told you in the beginning, Microsoft Copilot has got so much magical features that is helpful for us. So now let's see one of that, which is nothing but Copilot has the ability to take any text and convert into a table. If you take an text unstructured and turn into a table, by definition it gives that a text structure. And that's why this feature is so powerful. It can take any unstructured text and convert into a structured table. Let's see the live demo. Here we have a unstructured text to prepare Kerala style chicken roast. So let's see how it convert to a table and how it looks like. So we select that unstructured text and click on the Copilot simple and visualize as a table. Let's see how it convert into a table. Here you can see a more structured table where it says the ingredients, amount and usage. So this is one of the magical feature that Copilot offers to us. And finally, let's get into another feature that is basically one of the highlight of Copilot. Now, as you probably know, artificial intelligence large language models are very good at reading text and being able to extract relevant insights and answers from that particular text. And that is baked into Copilot. So I have copied a document from internet and pasted it on this document, which is related to virtual desktop architecture design. So let us see how Copilot read this data and understand it and gives answers to us related to this particular document. So we have a Copilot symbol here in the top. We'll click on that, where we get certain options here like summarizing this document, ask questions about this doc. And here you have something called view prompts. So if you click on that, you have an option to understand, ask. If you click on understand, you get more options here. So let's ask Copilot to summarize this document. So I'm clicking on that. Consider a document that is 100-page length and you do not have time to read this 100-page document. So in such scenario, you can use Copilot. You can ask Copilot to summarize this document. So it will summarize and will give you the main ideas. It is about virtual desktop solution on Azure, learning path Azure virtual desktop. So it summarizes and gives us the data. If you want it in 3 sentences, you can ask Copilot to summarize in 3 sentences. So I am just telling it to summarize this document in 3 sentences. So here it has summarized it in 3 sentences and given us the data. You can ask more questions related to this document. It will give you accurate answer, like if you have some deadlines on your proposals, or if you want to know specifically about something. For example, in this document, we have something related to FS logic. So we can ask Copilot, what is FS logic? What is FS logic? So here they have explained something related to FS logic. So let's see how the chatbot pulled that data and gives us. See, according to this document, FS logic is designed for roaming profiles into remote computing environment like Azure Virtual Desktop. It stores a complete user profiles in a single container, and sign in this container is dynamically attached to the computing environment. So it provides the details that's provided in this document, and it summarizes and gives us. So in this way, Copilot can read your document and provide you more accurate answers to your questions. So all right, that's all about Copilot live demo with Microsoft Word. We'll see you in the other video. Till then, goodbye.